So we just saw, well, not just,
but today.
Maleficent. Let's talk about Maleficent, Romey.
Okay.
But I want to know, did you know anything going in?
I really didn't, and I let everyone on Instagram know that we'd be seeing it, and everyone was really good about not telling me anything. So I didn't really have, the only thing that people did tell me was, oh, there's sort of a twist at the end.
I heard that as well.
But I didn't know what was coming.
But they said it like it was a full-on M. Night Shyamalan Ding Dong twist.
Right.
But I didn't really, well, anyway.
Well, that, and I don't watch movies looking for the plot twists.
Right.
I really just let the movie happen. I never predict it. I never foreshadow. I never call it. You called it.
I can't help it.
But I never even know, like, really how to. Because I just let myself.
Yeah. I had heard that it looked beautiful. And this was a movie that was directed, first-time directed by a man who's a production designer, by trade. That's what he's a production designer by trade. So obviously it's going to look nice, but he'd never directed before. And so the complaints that I heard, the bitches that I heard, was that it wasn't the best. It was beautifully shot and set up, and it was really nice to look at. But the writing and the direction wasn't so great. And I thought that was kind of an easy snipe. For people who are like in the know that know he has never done this before. Well, yeah, but I mean, I didn't get that sense.
I didn't get that sense. Okay, there was some choppiness. I'll totally say there was some choppiness because like there was a part semi-middle beginning and it had to do with Aurora, and it kind of went from Maleficent straight to Aurora, flash forward, and you kind of were like, wait a minute, are we flashed forward?
Yeah,
we passed a few years, what's going on? There was...
Yeah.
And the scene just kept going, like there was no really explanation of what was going on.
Yeah, so going in, I was prepared to not like it because of what I heard.
Yeah, and I was prepared to keep my snipey comments to myself.
No, but I mean, you know what I mean? Like Disney has a way of ruining things sometimes with their movies, especially stuff that's close to Disney fans, like Sleeping Beauty and Maleficent. Like there are people who really hate Alice in Wonderland, the Tim Burton Alice in Wonderland.
Really? Because that's how much they love.
Hate it.
Really hate.
Hate.
Loathe.
Loathe. What have you done to my perfect Alice in Wonderland? But I don't get it. But they're obviously wrong because the movie made $1 billion freaking dollars. Literally made $1 billion. Well, not only that, but doesn't Tim's version actually go along Jabberwocky and the things that are in Lewis Carroll's version? The problems aren't with the story. It's what he did to the characters.
Oh, yeah.
Give me your thoughts.
Okay.
Overall, did you like it?
Wait, hold on. My thoughts, that I'm super jealous of Brad Pitt, and I couldn't stop staring at her the whole movie, and even when she was being mean, I just kept thinking, you're so beautiful. You're so beautiful.
There were so many moments like that. Right.
You're so talented and beautiful.
Whether or not you like the movie, whether or not you think it's well directed or well shot or the story's good or anything like that, nobody will be able to argue that Angelina Jolie was freaking awesome in this movie. Every scene she's in is poetry. I mean, it's just art. She's beautiful. She's perfectly cast. She plays the part very well.
And isn't it crazy that she's got like the big things and and but her face is so like plain. Yeah, there wasn't a lot of... And you're mesmerized.
Yeah. Well, but you're mesmerized by her. It's her.
It's everything.
Yeah. My favorite scene of the whole movie was the one where, like, the day before Aurora's 16th birthday, and she doesn't move, she doesn't flinch, she just stands there, and you could just, it's all over her. It's all, she doesn't, you could just, oh my God, I wanted to cry, right? Remember that? I said I wanted to cry right there. Yeah. I don't want to give it up yet. Spoilers, no spoilers yet.
No.
But that moment, I was just like, OMG, she's awesome.
I really liked her in the beginning when Aurora was still a baby. I don't know if this is a spoiler. And she was watching over.
Yeah.
And the few little...
Yeah.
That, I cracked up. I was like... I thought that was really, really good.
And that would be my one complaint about the story, was that I think they rushed too much that part of it, the sort of
like the growing of her.
I don't think I don't think I'm giving away too much that because we said it before in the podcast that we did at Creepy Kingdom, or I did, that you felt like they were going to make her a sympathetic figure. And they went, I mean, they went into that quick.
They went right.
As a matter of fact, well, even the opening scenes,
they went right for it.
Yeah, there's no denying this is a movie designed to make you feel differently about Maleficent.
Side tangent, that little girl looked like she would be a young Angelina, in my opinion. I kind of felt it.
Who she reminded me of was Chloe Moretz.
Yeah, she did.
Yeah.
But there was something about her. I don't know if it just helped that they, digital magic. Yeah. But I kind of felt like, oh my gosh, I get it. I can feel that she's a young...
That was going to be my problem, and that's what I didn't want to happen, was I didn't want them to take away Maleficent's evilness. And that's the complaints that you're hearing all over the internet, is that she's not evil enough. And and that's exactly what they do. They take it away pretty quick. But I'll tell you, I got over it.
Well, not only that, though, the scenes that evil is presented were great. They were great.
Yeah.
So I don't care that they took away the evil because they brought it back.
She was really badass for a little while, guys.
Maybe that's my one complaint. I kind of wish that those scenes maybe were just a few seconds longer.
I think there should have been more of that.
Yeah, just a little bit longer, so I could have gotten a little more.
Right. And you know what else I would have liked is a little more. They went straight from 16 to 40. Like, because Angelina's 40, right? And the girl before she gets her, well, yeah, I don't want to give that away. But before the big turn of events happens, she's a young girl. She's a very young girl, and like, what happened to Stefan? Why did Stefan become such?
I hate him.
What did he do? Like,
I hate him. I don't like him at all. I hate his character.
What happened to his character? Apparently he had a wife, and apparently she died, because we don't ever see her.
Dude, you saw her once in the whole movie, and then
that's it. One scene at the christening.
Yeah.
That's it. And he's like, "Oh, she died? Okay, don't bother me."
Whatever. And also, she didn't die. I don't remember that.
Well, no, she didn't. But obviously, she's not even in the movie.
Right.
So where is Mom?
True. And my question as well is, where is Prince Philip's father? Because he's kind of significant in the cartoon.
Oh, the king.
Right.
Yeah.
There's two kings. Yeah. Dude, they get drunk together. King Stefan and King Henry get all tossed.
It's been so long. I have not seen Sleeping Beauty
Well, I watched it yesterday.
Ages. Oh, you did?
Yeah,
okay.
I watched it yesterday in honor of today.
Do I have it wrong? I thought it was Maleficent that turned into a dragon.
Yeah, she does.
In the movie.
It wasn't the crow.
Okay.
No, it wasn't.
I thought maybe I missed the story.
It was her, but that was dope. I like that kind of the way that they interpreted it that way.
Yeah, it worked for me.
Because I liked him. I liked him a lot. The whole movie, I liked him.
About halfway through the movie, I thought the crow, as a crow, was one of my favorite characters.
Yeah.
Well, how is that possible?
Right.
How did they shoot it in such a way that I felt like one of my favorite characters was just a crow?
I don't know. And you can, I don't know if this is, well, I guess everyone's aware of how digital magic works, but I thought that everyone did a great job at talking to him and petting him, and it wasn't there. Yeah. And I thought everyone did a great job at that.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't have a scale for this kind of thing. Did you like the movie?
I liked it. Yeah. I really liked it. I liked it enough to put it on my. I think I'm going to buy that movie. Yeah. Because Frozen, for sure. By the time Idina's part came on, I was like, oh, this movie's bought.
Oh,
I bought this movie already in my head.
Let it go,
I already swiped my debit card and bought that movie right now. And
it hasn't stopped.
And it hasn't even stopped. It hasn't even ended. Yeah. And
I'd give it like a B, like an 8 out of 10.
Yeah.
I liked it. I liked it. It's not as good as...
It didn't piss me off.
No. It was more fun than I thought it would be. It was enjoyable.
It didn't upset me.
I liked the way they wrapped it, too. I liked the ending.
Everything all...
Usually I don't like the way films end.
A lot of films end crappy.
They don't know how to end it.
They don't know how to end it, right. Or bring it all together, or at least just cut us off very Yeah. Yeah, they did a good job.
So there's that. Now, I do want to get into some spoilers because it's fun.
Which one?
Where do we start? Right. Let's go back to the beginning. Did you believe that Stefan and Maleficent were in love?
No.
I didn't either.
I didn't really enjoy that, actually. I get it. I get why it's completely relevant, but...
The one gesture was nice, though. I think I love the way that they said the fact that he threw away the one thing that he had of any kind of value immediately, without hesitation.
Right.
And that's why I was asking before, what happened to that? Why did he become such a later on? Like, what happened to him that made him not be a nice guy anymore?
They kind of didn't.
They don't cover that at all.
They didn't really do a good job at explaining.
They just assumed greed took the best of them, I guess.
Because if anything, we looked at each other when Aurora shows up. P.S. Total tangent. Briar Rose wasn't said at all throughout the whole movie, and that kind of bothered me. That kind of bothered me because she was Briar Rose growing up. That was a vital part of it. They never referred to her as that. And she was never once referred to as. Okay, she would even say, "I'm Aurora." So I think I also want to say that the good fairies were not up to my expectations.
No, they weren't. I didn't like them either.
I didn't like that they changed the names.
They didn't do the make it red, make it blue.
They didn't make it pink. Make it
pink, yeah.
Yeah. Flora Fauna Merriweather went out the window because
they were called some names I never even.
They introduced themselves as Fairy Whistle or something. That was weird.
I couldn't even make out their names. I was like, they say what now?
Yeah, and then the bickering wasn't that funny.
No, it was bickering.
The cartoon bickering is funnier. It's more entertaining in the cartoon.
All right. So let me talk about this then. I want to know what your favorite moments are, because that's where it gets really spoilery, I think. But I do want to discuss that. As I mentioned before, for me, my favorite moment was when she realizes, when Aurora finds out that she's cursed.
And that Maleficent cursed her.
Well, not immediately, right? So I'm going to try to see if I can pitch this for you.
Okay.
She says, "Oh my God, I've been cursed. How terrible." She's about to say, "Do you know who it is?"
And then...
And Maleficent's just staring at her like... And you can just see, God, the pain and the guilt. And it's just like, I'm a bitch and I'm sorry. And, I did a terrible thing. But she says it all. She says it all without any words, without any... Not even... Barely a... I couldn't believe it. That blew me away.
Okay, I think I know what my favorite part is, but it's also kind of, I don't know. I thought it was odd, but I still enjoyed it, so I don't care how anyone else looked at it. But I think that I enjoyed most when she tried to take away.
Right.
Because the green that goes over Aurora and gives her that, that's what happens in the cartoon version. And I love that scene of the movie. All the powers are in the room and Aurora's sleeping with her rose, and all the green, you can see it illuminating her.
Wait, does she try to do that as well in the movie?
No. She doesn't do that in the movie.
She's through and through, right?
No, but there is a scene in the cartoon version where all the power is around her and she's all green and lit up. And that was translated into that scene, just a different background to it. But I liked it.
All right.
I liked it. It looked cool. I liked that she was doing what she was doing.
Yeah. That was a good scene. That was the scene where I had just before that I had said, it's her. Yep. It's her. And then that's crystallized it for me. Of course, she's.
Yeah, you called it.
Yeah.
It was kind of silly, I feel like, with Prince Philip. I feel like...
What was totally just a red herring. Prince Philip is just a red herring, guys. He has nothing to do. He's not even...
Completely irrelevant.
Just about when you're about to say, where the hell is Prince Philip, he shows up.
We did say that, and then he showed up.
But he has nothing to do with anything, really.
And we're like, wait a minute, where's Prince Philip? Why hasn't he showed up? Yeah, he was kind of... And, sorry, but Prince Philip in the cartoon is super good looking.
Well, he's...
Even though it's a cartoon and he's supposed to be young, just like Aurora, so he was young in the movie. Well, a prince.
He's 16, right?
A prince's age. A prince that's betrothed.
They don't do that in the movie.
They don't do that.
Well, unless that's why Prince Philip is there. Because in the movie he alludes to having a reason to be at Stefan's castle. I've been sent here by my father to meet Stefan. Why? We don't know. They don't say.
Yeah, they don't say.
Why is he there? And right? And then he says, and then he says, where am I? And they said, you're in Prince Stefan's castle. Oh, I'm supposed to be here.
But yeah, he's like, I'm where I'm supposed to be.
What for?
Yeah, but for what? Why are you supposed to be here?
But these are trifles.
And are you taking care of what you're supposed to be here for?
These are trifles. But you knew. I mean, you knew. As soon as they tried to get him to make that kiss, you knew it wasn't going to work.
Yeah.
It's so enchanted, guys.
Yep.
It's so enchanted that, they took it straight out of that movie, practically. Which is funny, because that's supposed to be a flip. Okay, I want to get out of bitch mode, though.
Okay.
Because I did like it. And okay, so going in, Didn't like it. I didn't like the opening. I didn't like the way they set up Maleficent.
Okay.
You know, the scenes with the young Maleficent being this totally beautiful and angelic
Innocent.
little fairy, innocent and protecting and
Pure
sweet,
heart.
and it looked like Pandora. And
she had all these nice things to say to all the creatures.
Yeah, and everybody loved her.
And everyone loved her.
And
is she like the queen of that land?
Well, she, not formally, perhaps.
But it seems like they all look up to her.
They were kind of because of her wings, maybe.
Because of her wings?
Oh my God, her wings were so awesome, dude.
They did a good job at that.
Those wings were awesome.
They did a good job at that. I liked the way they kept throwing her up in the sky. Just because you feel, dude, that's what I would be doing.
You know what I liked was that they didn't have her doing a whole lot of like. They just acted independently of the rest of her body.
Yes.
So you didn't see her having to act with them on. She could just stand there, and the wings were had a mind of their own, which actually comes into play later on in the movie. That the wings are independent of her almost.
Right.
They're a separate living thing.
Can I say?
You may.
When she.
Oh my God!
The first curdling. Oh my! I felt it.
It felt like a miscarriage.
I got goosebumps and I felt it, and ooh, girl, I feel your pain, girl. Ooh, I felt it.
Yeah.
She did it.
Well, just dude.
Like
Angelina.
but I wonder, like on a creepy level, like what did you channel? What did you?
That's what I'm saying. I think it's a miscarriage or something like that, right?
That was just.
Maybe she's had one. I don't know if she has or not.
I don't know, but I know a lot about that family.
Or she did have the breast cancer.
Yeah, she did.
So this is her first gay post breast cancer.
Yeah.
So maybe she was able to, like, when you wake up without her boobs anymore, you know, because. Right? See?
Okay, I get it.
There you go.
Yeah, I
can
get
go
it.
there for that.
Yeah, you can totally go there. Well, she went somewhere because it hit me instantly, and I felt the goosebumps, and I felt a chill from here to my feet, and I just, ooh, girl, I felt that. Ooh.
And all throughout the movie, it's like that. You're looking at every scene that she's in. Like I said before, is just so well done by her. That scene when you said when she comes to the window and she puts her eyes on Aurora the first time in the window in her little bassinet, and I hate.
And she scrunches her nose.
Little beastie.
She's so
But it wasn't. But you could tell. No, that's the
so
nuance.
Cute.
That's the nuance in that. And when she said that is that it was already love in it.
Yeah.
There was already love in it.
She already didn't mean it.
Yeah.
Already.
Like, I hate you for me loving you right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
I loved it.
Yeah.
The more we're talking about.
That's Angelina. That's what she makes the whole thing.
Right.
Every scene that she's in,
and we knew that this is what she was gonna do. I give it 2 thumbs.
Okay. Roger that. I give it an 8 out of 10.
8 out of 10.
Yes. People walk by, they're like looking at all the cameras. What's going on there?
Let me have some. We got some production going on, all right?
A little bit.
Don't ask questions, just walk by.